You came here for the conversation, right?
It's going down. It's crazy.
Well, let me be clear. Nothing is off the table. We bring it to you raw and uncut. This is Never Play Yourself, the podcast.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, it's your boy P4 with another episode of Never Play Yourself podcast. What it do?
What it do? It's the kid, TJ.
What's good, man?
Chilling, man. You know,
You
big
look like you
out
chilling.
upgrades. So, yeah,
We sit here virtual now, you know what I'm saying?
you
So
know,
we just gonna get it how we live around here.
gotta do it all kinds of ways sometimes.
I know you got something over there, cause we're gonna clink.
Yeah. I always got it. You know,
I see you.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
you ready?
yeah.
I don't know where to get. Yeah,
I got it. We're gonna clink to that.
Yeah.
Keep it in there. But we got a special guest in the house, all the way from Texas.
By way of
We got Miss Ashley in the house from the owner, CEO, the boss lady herself from Vintage 88. How you doing?
I am doing great. I'm happy to be here rocking with y'all. How you doing?
I'm good. You know, I appreciate you being on our platform and, you know, kind of just sharing with us your journey and, you know, your viral status that you've come up
Is it viral?
Man, look,
Oh man. Well, thank you. I'm humbled by that. I'm just trying to live life.
I'm just trying to live. I understand, man. Hey, that's the best way to do it. Just live life. You know. So yeah, once again, we appreciate you. So how are you? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I just got off work a few hours ago from teaching. That is my day job. That is what's currently paying the bills until, full-time entrepreneurship takes its, full fruition. But no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed. And I really be trying to just have a heart of just gratitude. So I'm thankful.
You know, it's good. You know, I was just scrolling through your Instagram a couple of weeks ago or something like that, and you kind of gave me a what's the show? Brandy. I think I get the Brandy vibes when I scroll through your
From
Instagram,
what?
or either your
Wait, from
stories or like the process of
like Brandy from what? Like Moesha Brandy? Like what
yeah,
Brandy you talking?
yeah, Moesha. That's it. But you know how you
Okay.
used to write in her diary.
Yeah.
It,
I know I done shared that sound on a reel or two, though, for sure. But what about it though gives you the Brandy vibes? Is this the stories, the content, what?
it's
What is
probably
it?
the story. It's probably the stories on how you go through the process of all your orders and everything and things that you dropping them off. Or it's 4 a.m. and I'm still
Yes.
putting things together and things like that. You narrating, got the whole people's names, things like that. All you needed is add the little music.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna definitely think about this conversation on the next one. I'm gonna do it just for you. I'm gonna tag you in it too.
But just while we touched on it just a tiny bit, just give me your backstory on everything about your origin story.
Okay. So I am from Ohio, born and bred. I've been in Dallas just a year and some change now. I started Vintage 88 back in Ohio. So in 2020, right before COVID hit, like right before this is like March, like early March, I had come out with a shirt. And I say come out with prefacing that this was like what before I actually came out with it. This was maybe like 2018, 2017. Like, I don't know. You remember the wave of like people buying like Cricut machines and everybody was like making shirts and all of that. Remember that whole wave? So I was a part of that. I was at home like, oh, okay, I think I got some cool ideas. But I kind of sat on it for a minute though, because I got my LLC for my business in 2018. And I didn't really make a move until 2020 because I'm a single mom. I was working full time. I was like finishing grad school. I was doing like all the things. But then like 2020 came and I kind of had a little bit more time. Um, and I put out like one sweatshirt. I put out one sweatshirt and I sold it in my hometown. It was like one of my OG designs. I called it, because like the very first one. And it said like product of playing outside, Def Comedy Jam. What was it? Like 90s R&B, and like my mom and I being one of my little friends. And like people just like loved it. And I was just like, okay, like this is super cool. But then like that's when like COVID hit. So I was trying to hold on to my like 9 to 5 for a while. I ended up losing that job in August. And so at the time I was like unemployed, but I was still in grad school, still a mom, all those things. But I remember when I got laid off, I made a decision. I was like, you know what? I said, I'm gonna just put my energy into Vintage 88, because I had kind of got lax, with COVID. I wasn't really thinking about it like that. I mean, the world just stopped, And I chose a date on the calendar. It was a Friday. It was August 28th, 2020. And I was like, that's the date that I'm gonna just kind of relaunch. And then I did that. And I started making everything with my Cricut. So like I never thought I would have a business. Like it wasn't something that I like dreamed about. It was more so I think I had some cool ideas, things that I think are fly and dope, and I think other people would like as well. And I just put it out there. And so I was literally making everything myself with vinyl on a Cricut machine. Like I don't know what y'all know about that, but like that is a tedious process. Like when I think back, like I'm gonna have to share some pictures done with y'all, but like in my living room, it's just vinyl pieces everywhere. Like it was crazy. But I really started to do that, and it just started to like gain some momentum. Like my hometown, my city, they really showed me love. Like people was just flocking to it. And I'm like, well, people love the 90s and they love Black culture. So that was like a thing. And so fast forward, I moved to Dallas, me and my daughter. It was a real big faith move. I felt like we had kind of did what we needed to do. And I felt like God was like, all right, it's time for you to go. But I wasn't really sure like what that was going to look like. But I felt like he was like, you just need to go. So in end of July of 2021, I just jumped on a plane and I came to Dallas by myself. I was just like, I need to get there. And I was just like, okay, I need to see it, touchdown. Make a long story short, when I got here, looked for an apartment, I went to like 12 apartments and like none was available. Like there were none. I went back home and I'm like, okay, God, like what we about to
You
do?
went right back.
Yeah, I just went back home because I really felt like the Holy Spirit was like, you just need to go. You need to get there. You need to touch down. And I was like, okay. And but again, I went to all these apartments, none was available, came back, and I'm like, okay, God, like, what's up? Because I know you told me to go. Like, and so you ever like pray one of them prayers and you like, Lord, you need you to make it clear to me that this is what I'm supposed to do. And he did that. He did that. Like it was like little nudges, or he would speak to people through me, or I get a email like scripture. It was just all making sense. But I ended up applying for an apartment like out of frustration, because I'm like, these prices is getting higher, Lord, and the date that I said I want to move is approaching. And crazy enough, I had to go back to Dallas to visit my aunt for her birthday. We was all coming to Dallas together. And the Friday that we got here, I'm like, yo, like I just applied for this apartment. I need to run over here, check on it, and see what's up. And so I ended up going, and I'm just like, hey, I'm Ashton. I applied last week, wanted to, check on the status. And she was like, oh yeah, I got your information right here. Actually, she's like, we got everything we need. We just go ahead and approve you right here, right now. And I was just like,
won't he do it?
He'll do it if you let him.
Listen, and then 6 weeks later, I'm packing up me, my daughter, and our dog, and we here. And it definitely has been a faith move. Now, like when you say you gonna trust God, he gonna be like, are you for real? Like, I'm gonna remind you of what you said.
Right.
So it literally has been faith move all the way. Like it wasn't perfect. Like moving was not perfect, because I didn't necessarily have everything figured out, because it was just like, okay, God, we gonna get there. But it got to a point to where like I was super duper broke, like in this last year. And when I say broke, I mean broke. I say like I definitely had money saved up. Like the first few months we was fine, but then I'm like, okay, I gotta find a job and all this other stuff. And I'm educated, of course. I got this master's degree. I'm like, oh, find a job, no problem. When I say y'all, I was applying for everything, like Target, Aldi's, teaching. They like, nope, in the area, they like, school's already started. You can't teach right now. You can sub. So when I say I was subbing, Ubering, like I'm talking up at like 4 a.m. and all day, getting out to go pick up my daughter, coming back to Uber, like all that good stuff. Again, and it got to the point to where like it was just so, I was so uncertain. Like I'm telling y'all, money run low, all this and that. Then fast forward to August, because when I say like it was really rough from, for sure, from May of 21 to August of 21, like super rough, like wilderness rough.
You had a rough summer.
Rough, yeah.
Oh, broke all summer 2021. Okay. Like for real. But at the same time, though, I'm praying and I'm telling God, I'm like, Lord, this doesn't align with what I know you have planned for me.
Right.
Like it doesn't align with this. When I say like, I'm like, Lord, I know that you have something greater. I know we're supposed to be here. So while I'm crying and I'm scared, I'm like, I'm trusting you. Long story short, he ended up blessing me a teaching position. So I started to get back on my feet. So that was August. And then in August, September. So this is November, early November. That's when the whole Pinky Code thing like popped off, to where a friend of mine had shared with me that Pinky Code was opening up her PO box for Black-owned businesses to send their merch. And I just did it. I was like, okay. And actually I found out about it kind of late, like maybe like a week or two after, I guess, like the first big announcement. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. So like I do all my packages. I, personalize it. I get everything together. I pray over it. I'll be like, Lord, bless where this is going. Bless the eyes that see it. Like all of that. Like I'll be so serious. Like, listen, I'll be serious. And so I sent it off, and then it probably took like 2 or so weeks or whatever. And I remember I was coming home from work. I was driving on the tollway, and I got a notification, and it said Pinky Code follows you. And I was like, okay, this is cool. And I'm thinking maybe she got it and she just liked it and just wanted to follow me. I'm thinking that's a win right there. Right. I was like in my car, like, okay, that's cool. And then like 2 hours later, I'm taking my dog for a walk, and my phone just started blowing up. Like I get all these inbox messages on Instagram, like, Pinky Code is wearing your hoodie in her live. She wants you to hop on the live. And I'm like, what? Like for real? Like, what's going on? So I hop on the live, and sure enough, she's wearing my hoodie, the gold, and just like this living in my color hoodie. And she's just like, I love it. She's like, everybody, y'all go show Ashton some love, follow her. Some followers went up, and I got like 8 orders that day. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is pretty dope. But then like 3 days later, it was a Sunday, and I just ended up getting again more notifications, like all these notifications. And she ended up actually like posting the picture. And so that's when like people really saw it. And then like I got like 52 orders that day, like in that moment. And I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like this is what it's supposed to do, but it's crazy when it happens in that moment. I was so just appreciative, because not only did she promote it in her live, but then you went back because you thought it was that dope and you posted about it. You know what I'm saying? So I go back and look at the post, and it was like, I don't know, 20,000+ people saw it. Probably more now, something crazy, because she got crazy followers,
Right.
And so that was dope. But then after that, I'm telling y'all the way God works, like I'm telling you, literally the way he works. So this was November 28th. One of my homegirls who I met in college in Toledo, right? She works at one of the radio stations here in Dallas.
Right.
And so when she saw my post, she hit me up like, hey, we got some, tickets to Pinky Code. Like her book tour is in Dallas. And as long as, it's not sold out, like we got you. And I'm like, okay. So long story short, we go, me, my daughter, my friend. I ended up doing a meet and greet, and I ended up meeting Pinky Code. Like I ended up meeting her, buying her book. And I just told her, I was like, hey, I'm Ashton. I'm the one that sent you the hoodie. And she was just like, oh my gosh. She was just like, I love your brand. She said, I got thousands and thousands of, brands that sent me things. She was like, yours was one of my favorites. And that just really meant a lot to me. And not that I didn't value it or I didn't think it was that dope.
Right.
But let's be frank. Sometimes when somebody on that level recognizes you, give you a little bit more oomph. And that's what all that did for me. And I've never been one to like need validation, I guess. I don't know, but I guess sometimes we do, but like it also did something. It motivated me because hearing her story, like when I say the Pinky Cole experience, it was just that. It was an experience. The detail, y'all, everywhere you turn, it was something that was Pinky Cole on it, or eat plants. It was just a whole vibe, like when you walked in. But I was so blessed to be a part of that, and also my daughter to be there with me to experience things, because it was motivating. And when you hear her story, you're like, okay, I gotta go hard. And even like here on my desk, I have her book here, because in her book she said, Ashton, your brand is going to be $1 billion company. And I'm like, every day it's just motivating to see that. So yeah, I know that was a long-winded story there. But I just want to give y'all the details. Like
we'll dive back. We'll dive back, and we'll run it back on some of the things you touched on.
Yeah.
First thing first, like, how did you come up with the name? Like, what was the thought process behind that?
So when I first decided I wanted to have a clothing brand, like it wasn't even Vintage 88, it was something else. And again, going back when everybody's making shirts, I was just making shirts I thought was cute. And I had made a shirt one time and it said vintage and it had 1988. And I remember wearing it and people was like, I like that, of course, 88 babies. And I just was like, vintage 1988. I'm like, that sounds pretty good. But then I was like, vintage 88. I'm like, ooh, that sounds even better. So, because I'm a creative, I be having ideas. If y'all see, I have a note in my phone, and it's probably got hundreds of thousands. All my ideas, I just write it down. But I was like, oh, that just sounds good. It just rolled off the tongue. And I just decided on vintage 88, and then thinking about what it meant, because I'm super nostalgic, y'all. Like, that's my personality. That is me. Like, I am vintage 88. I am the brand. I am nostalgic. And I'm starting to think about what that meant to me. Being a lover of the 90s, lover of nostalgia, lover of Black culture. That's how I defined it. So that's what vintage 88 became.
Okay. All right. I was over here thinking like 88 was, because 88 your birth year?
It's my birth year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But it was all of that wrapped up. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, I kind of figured it was 88. You was born in 88. Yeah. So it worked out like that.
Yeah. When was y'all born?
Oh, 86.
86. Yeah, both 86.
But y'all can feel the vibes.
Oh yeah. Got you.
Vibes are dope. I like it. Especially like the living. That was one of my I like living single. Sorry. That show. I like that show.
Yes. Well, this one, Living in My Color, it was a play on actually In Living Color. Because it was an ode to In Living Color, but living in my color, I wanted to create something that my people could be proud of, because I felt like, Black people be so dope. And so I wanted something that reminded us of how we evoke the beauty and talent, the flyness, the creativity, the resilience and radiance that's Blackness. And so that's what this became. So it became an ode to living in my color, or to In Living Color, ode to the 90s, but also an ode to us.
Yeah, that's dope. I like
that's on fire. I remember Living Color, man, and growing up real young, just watching that and laughing and stuff, and all those comedians that branched off and had their own movies and stuff like that. So
who was your
I wish they would run it back. Huh?
What was your fave, what you would say, on In Living Color?
Mine was Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill.
Yes.
And I think probably Home of the Clown.
Yeah.
The Clown. Yes. But I like also the Homeboy Shop Work. That was also one of my favorites too.
Yeah, and then as I've gotten older as an adult, it was really fun if you watched the old ones. The one I can't think of the name of the guys that did the movie reviews.
Oh, the
Two
Hey
stepping around
with
the world.
David Allen Greer and
Marlon Wayne.
was it no, it wasn't Marlon, it was it Keenan? Is it
Yeah,
Keenan? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's one of my favorites. But also too, even Wanda with Jamie Foxx. Oh my God, I love Wanda.
yeah.
That one where they when he walked out and Jim Carrey had seen him for the first, not Jim Carrey, was it David Allen Greer, where they saw him for the first time in that dress and they couldn't even keep it together.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That
yes, yes.
shit was hilarious.
It's just so many vibes, but that's what it's about though, just that nostalgia, reliving those moments and just remembering those moments, because I feel like it's I don't want to say it's lost, but like it's not like it was. But I think we didn't even really recognize the gem that it was in its time
Right.
until we look
True.
back, you know.
True.
Yeah, I think, I guess we sound like old heads now. We just referencing back in the 90s, you know. To be like, man, just everything was all in one when you talk about sitcoms and music and just, clothing during that time and the color branding. It's just all kind of twined together. It's like, man, you talk about 2000s, I can't even think nothing that is just really just go together just like
It's
that,
like that. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And so, what about the 90s overall just impacted you, coming up?
So I think what it is about the 90s is I think it's more personal for me. Because growing up, I felt like I saw like all the people that meant something to me, that really impacted my life, or that I love so much. So like my mother, she's no longer here, but she was a woman of the 90s, so a lot of my flavor or my style or the things that I love were influenced by her, because she introduced that to me from, watching Living Single with her or New York Undercover, listening to,
Oh man, people don't even talk about that like that. Do you
listen,
remember that whole lineup?
absolutely,
The whole
absolutely.
Martin, was it Martin Living Single, then New York Undercover?
And then New York Undercover, yep, yep. And then Def Comedy Jam came on Fridays at like on HBO at like what 8 o'clock or something. Like, but it's all of that though. Like I think about, all of my family, but I think one of the things about the 90s that I miss so much is that it felt all inclusive as a community and a family. Like remember watching shows together, because you literally would miss it if you didn't watch it at this time.
Right.
Everybody was experiencing this moment together, or just, playing outside, it was just all the things, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like, as a society, we just have moved away from because of just advancing the technology, people grow apart, we get older, lose touch. But I have great memories playing outside with my cousins, double dutching with extension cords, turning on the what's the why can I think of this? The fire hydrant. Yes, the fire hydrant.
No, I ain't
You know
do
what I'm
that.
saying? Oh no.
I'm gonna
We
lie to
did.
you, I ain't do that.
I ain't do it, but I know what you meant. I know what you
Right.
We definitely did it. We definitely turned the fire hydrant on. Definitely did that. Walking to the store with your sisters and cousins, just all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love it. I just love it. And I want to say bring it back, but like in a way, bring it back. Like when I think about vintage 88, like in its prime, there's more than just the apparel that I want to do. Like, I want to have whole events, you know what I'm saying, where we relive some of those things, we do some of those things. So it's
Like
bigger
block
than
parties.
just, yeah, talk about it. Like, when the last time you've been to a black party?
I can't tell you.
I couldn't tell you.
Same. But you know what I'm saying? Just being together, like
Right.
community. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I miss, but that's what I love about it so much. It was just all encompassing. It was just all encompassing.
Dope. That's dope. Yeah, I think it just has an effect on everybody, That's my brother right here, TJ. He's that's a 90s music architect of
R&B.
a
Yeah,
playlist,
for
So
sure.
you said R&B today?
Yeah, mostly R&B. I like 90s rapping too, but like mostly R&B. Typically comes from like hanging out with my sister. My sister is almost 10 years older than me, and she grown in the 90s, and R&B was her go-to. So I'm riding in the car with her all the time and just listening to everything that she got on there in the 90s. And it just led me into staying with it and picking it up even more when I got older.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So what would you say? And I'm not gonna ask your favorite because I feel like it's unfair for somebody that loves music. Because if somebody asks me, I'll be like, can't do it. I'm not gonna choose just one. But give me one of your top favorite 90s R&B songs. What's the one that comes to mind first?
Just One of Them Days, Monica.
Monica? Oh man, I got a story for y'all about that album.
Well, it's called Don't Take It Personal, but you know, that's
yeah. No, the album Miss Thing for sure. No, definitely fire album. But so I loved Monica, y'all. Like loved Monica. That Miss Thing album. Like I still have the CD like right over here. But I love Monica so much, y'all, that I literally begged my mom to change my name to Monica and cut my hair short like her. And my mom, she was a cosmetologist, so she could have. She did not go for the name change, but she did get cut my hair for like this little bob. But I you can ask my sister right now. She was like, yeah, she loved Monica that much. But Monica was such a vibe. Like that Miss Thing album, like that was a whole vibe. So yeah, great choice, TJ. Great choice.
Yeah. What about you? What's yours? Gonna be a Monica song?
No, I can't do that because TJ got that, so it wouldn't even one of my top favorites, the first one that comes to mind is H-Town, Knocking the Boots. Like that is one of my favorite songs. And it's not like because of the content, like because it's about sex. It's not that, but like the song itself, like how it comes in and just captures you, and you just can't help but just
like
the whole song, you just can't help but do that, you know? So that is that's one of my like I literally, when it comes to music, I can't focus on something else. Like if you're not having a conversation talking, I'm like, hold on. Like I gotta sing this part. Like I can't talk to you right now. And that's one of the songs that do it for me. Is that.
That's good. So since we're on music, talk about your Apple playlist for us a little bit.
Yes. So yeah, I curate Apple Music playlist because I truly love music. Like I DJ a little bit. I've always been like the resident DJ, like in my family, like Ashley, make this playlist, do this for me, whatever. And so I just it's just a gift to my customers and people who follow me, who rock with me. And I don't even like to say people who follow me. I just say like the people that rock with me because I never look at followers. Like I don't like to do that because it kind of gives me anxiety. Because like when I post or anything, I just do it because I'm supposed to. It'd be like between me and God and whoever likes it. I'd be like, if one person like it, that's what I did it for. But but I just want to for real, y'all. That's not even me. I just for one person. That's who I do it for. I do it for me because I'm supposed to. I know God gave me this gift and this purpose, and so I do it for that one person. Just if I get one like, that's all I'm doing it for.
That's all you're doing.
That's all I'm doing it for. One like. So I don't even look. I don't even look. But with the music playlist, I feel like I have some dope playlists, and I just want to share it with people. I think music is such a integral part of the 90s and just nostalgia in general. And it's just something that I want to share and give to my people. So I curate the playlist, some playlists I think people would like for, either Valentine's Day or Christmas or like Labor Day, or I even have mixes like, songs that should have been singles, songs that be on albums. Like if you listen to the albums, this is a dope song. So just different things like that. But I just, want to give my people something extra. So I like to share the playlist.
That's dope. I want to touch on one of your playlists. You did a interlude intros.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
And
you like it?
I decided, hey, I'm gonna start my day off with this, so I just turn it on in the car. So cause I get up like 5, gotta be at work early in the morning. So I'm on the work, I get, have my earpieces in. So I'm vibing. And then I just noticed like Tank got a lot of intros to look like.
Listen, Tank is so underrated. Like when it comes to interludes, he got him. He got him. Like I love me some Tank. Actually, I met him when I was in high school. Like he came to my city for the show, whatever. I met him. That was super duper dope because I was huge Tank fan. But no, he got some fire interludes. Like you talking about Sex, Love, and Pain, Tank? My guy got some interludes.
Listen, I didn't know he had. I was like, is this a Tank album playlist or is it? I didn't know he had that many interludes. I was just like, oh my god! And then I just looked and I was just like, Tank has a lot of interludes.
But you gotta admit, they fire. They fire.
I'll give you that. I'm not the biggest Tank fan. I think he's a great writer, but some of the Tank songs, it just be like, he ain't right there for me. I mean,
yeah. I think it's safe to say though that he definitely didn't write them for you. I think he definitely
yeah. Right. He right. I can't be riding around and just
play him for your girl. I think she'll appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah. You gonna hit that next button,
I ain't like that though. I ride. I like '90s music, and he gets some of his songs give me that vibe, and I ride to anything, because I just don't. I don't know. I don't feel like I can't ride to anything. Like if I like the song, I feel like I can ride to it. That's just that's just me.
Do you listen to Tank though?
Yeah, I listen to Tank. Probably not as detailed and as much as you, but I definitely listen to like singles, and I got a couple of his albums, but I don't. It's more singles and like sex songs.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Like, so one of my favorites, I mean, because I think the year I graduated, Sex, Love, and Pain came out. So that's like definitely one of my tops. Of course, like prior to that, the album with like Slowly and Maybe I Deserve. Like,
yeah, that was his first one. His first one, yeah, hands down.
Yeah. Like early Tank came in hard.
Right,
sure.
Right.
That Sex, Love, and Pain. Woo! Like again, as soon as you turn it on, out the gate.
I think he kind of I think when that first Tank came out, him and Genuine had an album too, and I think he kind of overshadowed the Genuine album. I think Genuine had like differences, and on that. I think that album.
No, I think he definitely overtook.
But Tank came out at the same time. It was kind of like, oh, we got this. We're gonna listen to this right here.
Yeah, but remember when they ended up getting on that remix together? That,
right.
What was it? Please Don't Go remix?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had to get him to call him. He was like, hey, man, we link up real quick.
Hey, we better together.
Yeah. you getting some of that bag over there. Let me
pull some of that.
Yeah. But you remember then, Tyrese got it in there. Remember when they did TGT? They had that
group. Yeah. Which was fire. And recently, I don't know if you saw that Tyrese and Tank was on live for like an hour and a half. And yeah, they was on. It was like last week, and Tyrese had put out there that he had did a whole album. He did a double album. He's already done a whole double album, and they played
Tyrese,
one.
Oh,
yeah. So he ain't put it out yet. But
let me write that down. You remember and put that in my mental Rolodex. What they talking about?
He got a double album, and then they were trying to get Genuine on the live too, but Genuine, I guess they couldn't get in touch with Genuine. But they did play some old songs from that TGT album, and I was just like, man, y'all need to run it back.
Yeah, that album was fire. I feel like that album was underrated too, though. Like that.
Because it's they call it contemporary R&B. They throw that in that category, so they don't push contemporary. Like that.
Listen, let me be the one to make them decisions. I put it out there.
But I think it was nominated for a Grammy though. But it was in the contemporary section.
Yeah.
But they went gold on that. and
Yeah,
everything.
it was good. That's definitely one of my favorite albums for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, who would have thought that let alone when it come out 2016, maybe that
Something
you
like
can,
that. Yeah.
Oh man,
put some guys together and come out with a album, let alone
I feel
because
like it
my
was
thing
before
is,
2016 though.
huh,
I feel like it was even before 2016. I'm feeling like maybe like
15, 2014.
2014. I feel like it is. I'm gonna have to look it up just so we can know. But
Hey, somebody gonna fact check me
fact check.
in the comments.
Yep.
But
Look, I'm gonna do it too. But go ahead.
one of the things that I do miss about the '90s when it comes down to like R&B is the groups. Nobody,
$20
it's like now, can you put a group together? Everybody can sing, and
Mhm.
all these rappers want to sing now, and I'm like, can we
Groups is
get
Yeah.
some?
hard. Egos. It's egos. Groups is hard. It's egos.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
Man, it's
just dealing with people day to day, working with people is hard. So to do
Mhm.
something like that is
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
egos, and everybody think they the star and all that. But she
Yeah.
right though. It was 2013.
Okay.
2013. Okay. Thanks, CJ. I like that you said that. She was right.
I didn't say she was wrong.
Right. You
I
know,
ain't
that's
saying you did
a
that, Phil, but I'm just
yeah.
saying it sounded good.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you
I
go?
mean, I would think if the ego is coming to play, how do you have an ego when you ain't even made it? You ain't made it yet. You ain't got a check yet.
You
That
talking
shouldn't
about up and
talking to
coming
the ego
groups?
thing yet.
You mean like up and coming groups?
Yeah, or just make a group like me and you made a group. We shouldn't be talking about egos. We ain't made no money yet.
Mhm.
I feel that, but if that was the case, there would be a lot more groups, and even groups have to have a lead. So
True.
you know what I'm saying. So if you coming together, you ain't like family or like close knit. It's still on. And groups always come to an end, so it's gonna be
That's true.
some type of ego or some type of I can't think of what the word I'm thinking of, but it's gonna be something that
Power
messes it up.
struggle or
Yeah.
dynamic or something.
Like Day 26, like making a band like that. They've tried to do it, try to bring
Yeah,
people together.
too.
And I was on that D26. I bought that album.
Hey,
I was on that
that song since
D26.
been gone though. That song was hard. Like,
Yeah, they had some joints on there. I was like, man.
oh wait.
I didn't
They
buy
had
it.
Even
another
making the
song.
band, even that whole couple songs they had, I was on.
Yeah, that was an era right there though. The making the band era. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Ooh,
And
that was
now it's just we just trying to make you a star now. The American Idol joints just messed it up.
yeah,
All these,
Everybody want to be their own star.
yeah.
yeah.
Nobody want to be.
It's so saturated too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because as quickly they ready to put you together or just make you famous, if you ain't making no money from it, they putting you to the curb.
Quickly.
Man, listen, in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um. So with back on the music thing, did you like make mixtapes? I know you say you kind of DJed and everything before playlists came out. Did you make some mixtapes?
Listen, well, I was making playlists though. Like, look over here, I'm super nostalgic. I literally got my CD player with all my mixes. This is Ashton mix up in here.
There
Oh,
you go.
Yes, always. So that's again where it stemmed from. But I truly just love it. So if I love it, I just want to share it. Like I love music, y'all. That's truly my love language. I feel like in another life, Jesus had me as a musician or something. Cause I feel it though. Like I feel the music. Like when you hear them certain guitar strums or something, like I be all wrapped up in it. Like, listen, I don't know if y'all saw the video I posted. I think it was a few days ago, but I talked about like my top 5, or I don't know, it's top 5, but it's favorite 5 ad libs and
Yep.
apex songs, like basically the parts in the song where you just be like, this is it. But that's what it be for me. So
I had one for you.
What you got?
I started to comment, but I think something distracted me from coming. Okay, so I
We'll
was gonna
go
say,
back.
huh?
We'll go back and
Uh,
comment
I was gonna say, what about Genuine in those jeans?
in those jeans. Ooh, it's okay. First of all, so it's so many songs. Like I'm gonna definitely run it back. I'm gonna definitely run it back and do it again. But it's so many songs that will do that to you. Like, oh my God, that's one of them. What else? Of course, we got Tevin Campbell. Can we talk?
Oh yeah.
You know, um, Mary
Oh
J.
yeah.
Blige, everything. Like it's so many songs. So many songs.
Especially when
And
you just break down the beat, then
yeah.
spit with it. Oh yeah, with the high notes and oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep. And them ad libs too. Them oohs and all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do it to you. You know, especially if you got a group of people and y'all just singing in unison. You know,
Oh my gosh, talk about it. Talk about it. That did be the vibe too. Like cultural staples like that. Them songs that just we all know, we all can, come together as one nostalgic choir and just,
right?
sing like that.
One of my things about that I love is like when the women's songs that we can all sing, and niggas ain't looking at everybody like they gay cause singing. But I don't care personally, cause like if I like the song, I'm gonna sing it with
You
my
sing
full
that
voice.
song, TJ.
Right.
Yeah, I can't sing for real, but like if I'm out or I'm riding, if I fuck with a song like that, I'm gonna sing it.
Okay, I got a question. Is there a song that come to mind that you be like, I'm gonna sing that song?
Oh, it's the bop of the I guess I want to say our generation. I feel like When I See You, Fantasia.
Oh, listen, woo,
I was
definitely a
not
bop.
expecting that.
That's the bop.
Woo.
That's the bop. That's the
Wait. You know what's crazy, TJ? I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw it was on I think some Black culture site on Instagram page. And basically it was this family group of Black folks on like a carnival cruise and they doing all karaoke. And that was one of the songs. It was like 5 of them on stage. And it was a dude that had the mic though. So like when you said this, clearly that's evidence of what
yeah,
you
yeah. But if you just look at it like when that song come on, if you out anywhere, you gonna see some niggas trying to act like they don't rock with it, but like they gonna be in that mud like trying to act
Did you with the
hard.
finger?
Yeah. But me, I'm like,
Hey,
I'm with it.
my kind of guy right there. I'll be right there with you, okay?
Look at it. Yeah, that's my shit.
Oh yeah. That's what's up right there.
Before I go to bed, just on the strength of what you said.
Hey, look, I'm kind of like that when it comes down to like Donnell Jones.
Ooh.
Oh
Which
man,
song?
where I want to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's no skips for me. And
Yeah.
I'm word for word.
Oh, that as soon as you said that, again, my mind goes back to the albums that was around that time. But definitely that Donald Jones, because that whole album was fire though. Like
Fire.
Shorty Got Eyes on Me.
Yep.
What else was in there? It's another one.
Where I want to be. You know what's up.
Right, but it's an album one though. Hold on, I gotta look it up because it's an album one that's so fire. Hold on.
Let's see here.
See, and this is how I be, y'all. I be like, hold on, I know the song in my brain. I can't move on until.
So you know the song.
Hold on. Let me go to the album. Ooh, was it This Love? Hold on, now I gotta play it real quick for myself. Oh yeah, yep, This Love.
Yep,
that's the one. That was the
that's
one.
fire, man. I mean, talking about all her love. It's all right. Think about it. You ain't got to skip.
Ooh. Okay, remember we talking about songs? One that came to mind that I absolutely have to sing with my whole heart and soul is Kiki Wyatt and Avant. Nothing in this world.
Both parts.
Look, TJ was
Both parts.
Listen. Oh, like my whole thing. They got mad on there.
I can't sing, but I'm with you though. If we were together, I'd let you have the woman part. But if I'm by myself, I'm singing it all.
Okay, we together. I'll let you have the other one. We just come together. It's supposed to.
Shoot,
But
boy
that
said
one
both
right there,
parts.
y'all.
Yeah.
Woo.
I don't care nothing about that, man. I'm cooling myself. I
That's
seen both
crazy
parts
though.
in front of
Because I
everybody.
feel like growing up, like it was like that though. Dudes was like, I'm not singing that part. You
Yeah,
know, like I feel like that was the thing,
nah,
them
it wasn't me.
yeah. Okay. That's funny.
Boy said with all my soul.
Oh, for sure.
Also,
In the
and
shower,
I'm gonna
if I play that
I'm gonna
song,
put it
if
on.
I'm listening to music in the shower and that song come on, oh man. Oh,
I feel like White and Avant, they're such a good fit for each other when it comes to duets. Like they duets just hit.
they hit. I feel like all of them too. Yeah.
Yep. Because even after that era, what they had
My first
oh,
love.
They did another song together.
First Love, but that wasn't the one, but it was the one after. But my first, now I can hear it.
Yeah.
Because they should have did a whole album together.
They should have. They should have. But that was before the era of doing the albums together thing.
Mm-hmm.
I still think they can do it. It ain't gonna get that much radio play or whatever. Depends on how good it is or how much they push it.
Yeah.
The song I was referring to was "You and I." That's the one. That was 2012. That's another hit too.
Yeah.
She had a break from having all the kids. She's like, I guess I can go to the studio.
Listen, I think she has another one. I don't know. I think it's like 10.
Another
but
one.
I know she had double digits now.
You got double digit kids?
Yeah, I think it's like 10 or 12, something.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. I don't keep up with
Yeah, up there.
people. That's a lot. That's too many kids.
Imagine, that's too many kids.
That's too many kids. I mean, but if she got the money and she want to keep popping them out, that just
right. She gonna hit one. Hey, we need to do another song.
Right. That's eventually.
Pay for this one. But I feel like though, when it comes to that, like, you can't physically like be present for each and every child after a certain number.
It's too. That's too
unfair.
Unless even if they all living together, like there's not even enough days in a week to like take one kid out and like spend personal time with that kid. Like I got you in 2 weeks. Like
no, he don't do stuff though. Like how? Like come on now. There's no way. There's no way. Like
you in double
and I gotta go to work.
Right.
Run this business.
You ain't going to work with all them kids.
Yeah.
You got to. She doing something. Unless she got the studio in the crib.
No,
probably
she married though.
Okay. And that
He going to work. She gotta feed and wake up and dress him up. The ones that's in the house.
That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
lie. That's not my business.
Facts.
That's why I don't keep up with people's personal business, because I didn't even know she had double digit kids till y'all just said it.
Yeah, she does.
Ooh.
But yeah, more power to her. God bless. The Lord say that forth the most.
So we're gonna I'm gonna run it back to the Pinky Cole thing. Like, so during the whole process, like, how did it feel just for people just like, oh man, this takeoff that you started to get, because that would be honest, that was the only reason why I was able to discover you, is because I saw it on her post and I saw the hoodie and I was just like, oh, I like that hoodie. And usually I was like, I hoping it was something sold out. I was like, I hope it ain't sold out. I hope it ain't sold out. And I'd be doggone because I would hit you up, was like, oh,
yes.
So how's it been though? How's the whole, I don't want to say Pinky effect, but like the whole process?
Honestly, it's been I don't know, super dope. It's been super dope. And I say that because truly, like it honestly, it was a blessing, because it happened in a time to where I was feeling very just like, like I said, I was in such a wilderness season where it was just like such a lull for everything. Like even when it comes to my business, because I was so broke, I couldn't really do much. I couldn't really put out like I wanted to. It was just a lull in business. And me, I hadn't even really been posting like that. Like I just wasn't even in it. And so when it happened, it definitely gave me that momentum I needed to just get back. And it gave me that footing because I could automatically go back in with a presence and start over now that I have more attention on it, you know?
Right.
So I'm truly humbled and blessed by it because I really needed that. It was like God was looking out for me because I needed something to remind me, like, okay, you got it, Ashton. You do have something, you know, because we all get in those seasons to where we compare or where we think or we, you know, maybe doubt a little bit. So for me, it was God's reminder. It was his reminder through her. You know, it was like, yeah, you got something. Like, let me remind you. And that's exactly what that was. And so now, you know, I'm just still working on, like, you know, restocks and getting really back on my feet. You know, like, I'm super thankful and appreciative that people looking like, oh, you sold out of this and sold out of that. And I'm like, y'all was broke like all year and I'm just trying to get back. You know, like for real. I literally, like, I'm telling y'all, I'm that story. I am that making it out like on my own doing this. I don't got nobody funding me back here. You know what I'm saying? This is me bootstrap doing it, raising my daughter, like all the things, you know. So I'm just now coming, you know, getting my footing. And so I appreciate it. I'd be like, y'all just be patient with me. Cause trust me, like as much as y'all want it, I want to give it to y'all. It's so much. Like when I say it's so much that I want to do and that I have, and it's all coming. And I just think back to it like, okay, Lord, like in your timing, you're gonna make sure this is right and you're gonna open it up because that's what he did. So that whole, like you said, Pinky Cole effect, it was really God's reminder, like you got it, like keep going. And so yeah, it just definitely brought more eyes, which I'm super thankful for and appreciative of, and you know, more followers, I suppose. Like I finally hit 3,000. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Again, don't really be on it, but I was like, okay, that means something is working. And I think it's really started working when I start putting more of me out there. You know, believe it or not, like I kind of used to shy away from it. I just didn't. I think it was maybe this is nervousness too. Because when you put your creativity out there, you put yourself out for people to say anything. I think, you know, it's kind of like Erykah Badu, you know, keep in mind, I'm an artist, sensitive about my shit, you know, and it was that, but it kind of created this fear. But you know what, when I decided that I'm gonna just be me and I'm gonna put me out there and you can rock with it or you cannot, and that's okay too. But again, back to what I said before, I'm doing it because it's a me and Jesus thing. It's a Ashton, you're supposed to do this, so you need to do it. So it's really me being obedient and satisfying my soul because I know I'm supposed to. And this is me. I'm like, I'm super dope. I got a dope personality. I truly love music. I'm just gonna put me out there. And as I start doing, I'm starting seeing it grow. And so I'm gonna continue to do that, continue to put it out for Vintage 88. And I hope people love it and rock with it. And if you do, then it's for you. And if you don't, that's okay. I still love you, but it's for you. So again, for me, that one person, I'm doing it for you, whoever that one is. And if I get
that's all it takes is just one.
Man.
Yeah. But that's how I operate because I had to kind of hone in on that versus, because I mean, social media, it's a lot. It can be anxiety inducing. If you're doing it just for likes and follows, oh my God, you'll be a mess inside.
Right.
You'll be a mess inside. Like, somebody unfollowed me today. And that happened before. I was like, that number went down. And I felt some kind of way. I did. I was like, what did I do that somebody didn't like?
Right.
And I was like, oh, wait a minute, Ashley, you can't operate in that.
Yeah.
So I just don't even look at it. I just don't even look at it. I'll get on, y'all, I get on Instagram, go to my page.
Fake page.
Scroll up first. Huh?
It was a fake page.
Okay, TJ, that makes me feel a little better. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that.
Hey, they got a bunch of
It
those.
must have been like 4 though, because it was like 4 unfollows. So
it's a lot of fake pages out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake pages out there.
But whatever it is though, I just had to be okay. I was just like, I'm not doing it for that. I'm really not. But those are some things that kind of creep into your thoughts.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, what did I do? Again, it's Trinity, me, Jesus, and whoever that one is. That's what I'm doing it for.
Thanks.
So has it opened any kind of doors for you?
I feel like it's been kind of the same, but I feel like doors are gonna open. Like I literally am walking with that expectancy, like it's gonna happen. Like I know it is. Like I know I have a dope brand. I know I have something that is going to reach people because it has meaning and it has depth. and substance to it. So even if the door ain't open yet, like I know God is already making moves. Like he's showing me, he be reminding me. So I'm just walking with that. Like nothing, I don't think crazy has happened yet. I mean, you hit me up for this podcast. That's the door open.
There you go.
Wouldn't that happen? So hey, that's one.
You start being on them talk shows like The View and stuff like that. Don't forget about the little people.
Yeah, bro.
You know.
Listen, no lie though. Like I definitely never that person that I want to always take with me or highlight the people that I rocked with like from the beginning or that rock with me from the beginning. And believe it or not, like I have a whole list in my notes of a day ones because I never want to forget that. Like I never want to forget like where I started. Like I'm super humble. Like I really am. Like I think I'm a genuinely kind person. I love everybody. I truly love people. I like most people. But I never want to forget, you know, like where I come from. Like I don't. And even with Mrs. JD, I think that's a part of it too. Not forgetting where you come from. Thinking about those things that made you, you know. So yeah. When I get on those big things, I'm gonna definitely be like, yeah, shout out to Never Play Yourself podcast. TJ and Fillmore, I got y'all. Like, no worries. But that's just like I always want to remain approachable. Like I feel like there's a calling on my life to do great things. Like I can't even say I feel like it. I know there is. But I'm gonna always remain somebody that you can still talk to me and approach me. Like I'm gonna be the same around the way, girl. I'm gonna still be the same me.
That's a dope song too.
Huh?
That's a dope song too.
Talk about that, please.
Boy, on it today, boy.
Hey man, she hitting home. You know I'm on that.
Hey, that's why I say he's the savant.
But you know what, TJ? Literally, I'm the same way. Somebody could say a word, and I just start singing it.
Man,
I just start singing like, oh, that's on my mind.
But like it came in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like crazy enough, another situation. Me and my coworker, we was talking, and I said something, and I was like, yeah, you know, we can't be friends, and then we both started saying we
right.
Like, so then being on my break when the students out of the class, we got it on YouTube in the classroom having our own karaoke. But that's another one of the songs though that'll just hit you.
Hey.
Look, I'm gonna write that one down because I gotta put that in the video. I gotta do the
I'll sing you both parts of that too.
Ooh, yes.
Do you let your students listen to 90s music? Did you let them listen to it in the classroom? Like kind of put them on game. So when it comes to music, I play a lot of just lo-fi for them because they be needing to focus and get their work done because it's English, okay? So they be needing to read and write. I do let them listen to their AirPods and stuff because I play the music on the speakers, but I let them stay on because, you know, I love music. So I don't want somebody to deprive me of music. So I'm gonna definitely let them do their thing when they work independently. But I don't play 90s music, but I have everything else is 90s. Like in my classroom, I got a big Biggie poster. Every day in my Google Classroom slides, I have a 90s GIF in there. It'll be Aaliyah, it'd be Missy, it'd be Diddy from the Bad Boy video. I have a Yo MTV rap. So I definitely put my flavor in the classroom with my students. I'll come in there with Vintage 88. My students all rocking Vintage 88. Like they all do, like, which is super duper dope. But I'll be like, you gotta act right because you ain't gonna wear this logo and be acting a fool. Like that's what you're not about. Right.
Facts.
So I definitely put my flavor in the classroom for sure. Definitely super duper nostalgic. Or I have a shirt, say me and you, your mama, and your cousin too. And they was like, what's that? I'll be like, oh Lord. Then I have to explain who is. Wait. Then I had another shirt. What's the 411? They was like, what's the 411? I said, oh man, babies. I said, I've reached that level to where y'all really are. Y'all don't know. I'm at that age where y'all don't know who these people are.
But you know what's so funny about that, talking about like age and stuff like that? Like when we were young, we looked at like people like our age now that like they was ancient, like they old as hell. But like when you get to this age, you like, nigga, I'm young. So like when they were telling us like I'm young, like, no, you old as hell, but like you really are young at this age, and that's crazy. Like to see that.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
remember hearing my grandmother. One time, I don't know how old I was, but I remember I overheard her telling somebody that she was 48, and I was like,
Ugh.
48?
Hey, yeah.
And I was looking like, no cap. I literally remember being in that moment because she looked down like, be quiet.
Right.
And I was like, 48, but I don't know. I had to be like 10, you know, 8 or 9, 10 something. I said 48.
And they always told us, you're gonna see when you get older.
Yep.
I'm seeing like a motherfucker. I'm
Like,
seeing.
like, ooh, like after 30, it's different. It's
Man,
different.
let me tell you something, because I follow these they're in college. These guys, they're in college right now, and they have a big following on YouTube. And I just stumbled on because I was on the what do you call it, the discovery page on YouTube. But they're in college, and they sit there and they watch videos from like the 90s, or maybe some 80s, but maybe right at early 2000, like 2001, and they watch it for the first time and they react to it. Yeah, these guys are in college. They have to be freshmen and sophomore in college. And then they was watching Anthony Hamilton, Charlene. And they were just like, this is my first time watching this.
That's another one. First of all,
Yep.
my baby. Listen,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
that parent. My baby know all the songs. When I say her playlist so fire, I was like, oh, I'll pass the torch because she got she has such a variety because I play everything.
Right.
She can sing my songs. But listen, I'll be so proud. I'll be like, send me this playlist. But I just think about somebody seeing that for the first time and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because just to watch them react to some stuff that we grew up on, and they just like, oh, like they watching Stan from Eminem, the video, and they were just like so blown away.
That was a big deal for even us, though. I feel like,
Man,
Right.
So I love that song, but I cannot listen to that song on like headphones. It has to be on a speaker because the writing, it's so, I don't know what it is, but the writing on that song, I can't listen to it in my ear. Like it has to be on a speaker.
Because some of them songs, like you get into your spirit, you be like, "Oh, this is."
Yeah, I like that song. I rock with it. I know every word, but I'm like, if it comes like on and I'm in the gym or I'm like listening, like got my headphones on, I skip it every time.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Certain songs do that for me too. Like I remember this is like 2012-ish or whatever. So when The Weeknd, when he first came out, like I liked his music, but it just felt so dark. I was like, this just
some of his music is very, very dark.
Very dark. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta.
Oh, okay. So speaking of The Weeknd, I gotta we give random shout outs, but like I'm not gonna say the person's name, but one of our homies, he sent me this song because we were both on The Weeknd like when he first came out, and like talking about how he got was it a Grammy or it was something? He got some award for talking about like in his song he said he got an award for talking about cocaine and dang, I can't think of it right now. Hold on. Y'all go ahead and talk. I'm
You gonna finish that thought?
Huh?
You gonna finish that thought? You gonna look at it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna finish that thought. I gotta come back to it.
I mean, I still talk about The Weeknd. So I mean, I thought because when they had the mixtape era, I was heavy into the mixtape era. So when The Weeknd came out, he wasn't on radio. He wasn't on nothing, no videos, and I'm talking about the first 3 mixtapes he came out with. And I was on it like tough, and I was just like, everybody like, what is this? I'm like, man, it's The Weeknd. I'm like, I'm thinking he just not gonna blow up because I'm thinking he got like 3 mixtapes. He no features yet, nothing. And then he had the one that took off, and Drake started dropping his name, and then he came out with the first album, and I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off because I was like, man, this is all your mixtape in one.
Yep.
He, and I felt the same way. This is how you're gonna tell my age when Mike Jones finally came out with "Who Is Mike Jones," the album, and I was like, all these songs are from the mixtape.
I've heard all these before. First of all, I downloaded them off LimeWire already.
Right.
So like So
I was like, man, I'm thinking you finna give me new stuff.
He gave
nope.
you all
Give
the
me all
old
the
stuff.
mixtape stuff.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I think the mixtape era was something to talk about. When I guess, you
Oh
know,
man. I feel like one of the songs that come to mind for the mixtape era is I'm hearing some Kanye West, and when like Andre 3000 would jump on there, and with Drake. What was it? Because Kanye West definitely had some hits, but Drake too. I feel like Kanye West, Drake, um, and
Kanye didn't
Trey
have a
Songz.
mixtape, did he?
Well,
He came out before the mixtape era, so I don't think
he
he.
kind of came out before, but like I feel like when I'm thinking back to like the playlist that I would have, like
Uh,
it had some of them on there, but definitely like Trey Songz and Drake for
oh yeah,
sure.
most definitely.
Like Trey Songz, and even like Raheem Devine. We go to R&B, like Raheem
Yeah,
Devine,
Raheem Devine. The
like
people be
anytime.
sleeping on him too.
Yeah.
People be
I
sleeping
met
on
him
him.
when I was in college. He came to Toledo for some event and I got to meet him. So that was super dope. Yeah. But
Yeah,
no, people sleeping on Raheem. Raheem, that pen, woo,
yeah, yeah. He could
yeah.
he could be on some of your cause me and him got a episode where we were talking about who would be on your sex playlist. And I said Raheem Devine should be on everybody's sex playlist.
What hold on, let me see if I got it. Cause Raheem, he had this like not safe for work. Uh song came out. This was some years ago. Let me think. But it was like a mixtape though. Like it wasn't like an album song. It was a
Probably something he
mixtape.
put out like a little EP, like 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah. Yes. But Raheem, he got some stuff.
Oh, yeah, and he stay pumping out music. It's not even funny. It's like, oh, he got something new coming out. Usually around Valentine's Day or something. He putting out music
Hmm.
just to be riding to and everything like that. But
Cause
you
I
know
got
what's
this.
another thing? Well, you found it.
Mhm. Well, so it's a Raheem Devon Jacking for Beats. Like I remember that was like
That was with
a mix.
Wale, right?
I'm not sure, but it say 2010. But I feel like this is the song that was it Deuces. Hold on, I gotta play it myself so I can hear it. Oh yeah, yeah, Raheem definitely because this is a Deuces remix. Yeah, this ain't the song I'm
Hmm.
looking for though, but he got some stuff. I'm gonna have to find it and let y'all know. But he definitely go on there. I even got one.
So,
You got it?
You figured that, TJ?
I know it goes something about winning an award about snorting coke, but I can't think of the song. And if for some reason Apple ain't showing his lyrics now on
Pull it
like
up on
his song,
Google.
on who? But I don't know the
Google.
song. I don't know the exact song. I know it's on. I know it's on Starboard, but I don't know the
But I'm
exact
saying like
song.
if you put those keywords into Google, it might pull it up for you, like keywords and
Hmm.
then like the weekend.
Let me see.
I just to touch back with what you saying about your daughter and how she's on it and you can pass the torch. I'll give a shout out to my pops. He put me on a lot of music. He probably didn't know knowingly that he did, but my dad is very versatile when it comes to his era of music. I'm talking about a lot of 80s rock, a lot of funk music.
Love some funk.
Of course, some old school as they call it. You
Right.
know, right. So it's like because in a heartbeat, I'll be listening to some AC/DC in a minute
Hmm. Yes. But
or
like
some
that's
Guns
the
N'
thing with music,
Roses.
it's so versatile though. Like I love it. Like I was talking to somebody today about the Beatles come together. Then we got to talk about Michael Jackson's cover come together. Like such a fire song. Like
Right.
the guitar strums. Yeah, love it.
Yeah. So switching gears a little bit, with you being entrepreneur and the ups, can we just talk about a little bit of the obstacles you had to go through? Because just being creators, it's never easy. Everybody see the glitz and the glam, but they don't really just see the behind the scenes and the stuff that you be like, oh my God, I just went through all this way.
Ooh.
'Cause, I mean, look, we do podcasting, but Everybody think it's easy, but it ain't always easy.
Yeah, yeah. Man, so like when you do everything yourself, like, I as of now, I kind of go back and forth, but like pressing things myself. I'm the one getting the blank, putting design on there, pressing it, packaging it up. Um, from being the one to decide, like, do I want to come out with this? Like, is it gonna work? Like, I didn't come out with stuff and it didn't sell. Like, nobody really rocked with it. I thought it was dope. It didn't go. And I was like, oh, that make you feel some kind of way.
Mm.
I have, you know, made mistakes and, I've sent somebody the wrong size before and they email me back. Can be a little nasty with the email. And
Really?
oh, trust me, yes, it's happened. Like, but one thing about me, you're not gonna out customer service me. I've done customer service a long time. I'm very big on my customer service. So like back home, definitely when I first started, a lot of folks will be like, "Oh, Ashton, she got the best customer service in the city. She on par with Chick-fil-A." And that's how I operate. Like, you're not gonna out customer service me. And I've even like, if I do something wrong, if I make a mistake, like it's not often, but I've done it. We human. I consider it an honor to get back on your good side. I'm going to make you a customer that you ain't got nothing bad to say. You can't say Ashton didn't give me stellar customer service. And I even see it now. People be like, "Oh my God, Ashton, give me great." Because I again, as a small business to a small Black owned business, we get a bad rap off the bat.
Right.
Off the bat, you get a bad rap. People like, this is why I'm messing. But it's so many things people don't know. Like, some people be like, oh, this is this price, but I can get this over there. But people don't understand, like, our overhead is so much more than these billion-dollar companies that get
Correct.
these hoodies made for $4. The whole thing made for $4. You know what I'm saying? So you have that sometimes, but I think one of the hardest things is just customer service. Like when people talk to you like crazy, it does make you feel some kind of way. But again, I just be like, you know what? I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I'm gonna give you a great customer experience. And I don't do it out of spite, because I do it because I really offer that. Like, that's who I am. Like, in all positions I've ever had, customer service has been my thing, because I truly do love people. And I'm realizing that's just a part of my makeup that God gave me. I'm just good at that. But I'm good at giving a customer experience, because also know, like, it's me. I'm the whole business. I am the person that's gonna do tech support. When my printer broke down, I'm over here multitasking. I'm packaging the order up. I gotta drop it off and send it out in between cooking dinner and making sure my baby's straight. Like, I'm the whole person. So it can be a lot sometimes, and it can be a lot when you get those 2 customers in rows that was just assholes. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, why would you talk to somebody like that?
Right.
And I'd be like, you know what, you could have had a bad day, whatever, but I'm gonna still be kind to you and nice to you, and I'm gonna empathize with you, and I'm gonna apologize. That's one thing about me. I don't ever have no hard time apologizing. If I make a mistake, I'm gonna own up to it. You know what? That is my bad. You know what? If I was your shoes, I'd be upset too. But you know what? Here I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna offer you these options. Which one works best for you? Okay, cool. Thank you so much for the opportunity to help me. Let me make it right, because I truly do appreciate your business. Because just like you, I also spend my money, and I want to make sure that my money is valued. And you know what I'm saying? So like, I understand that, because I'm human too. I'm
Right.
just roses reversed. You just purchased something from me, and I appreciate it. Like, customers is everything. I truly love my customers. Like, that's why I'm so big on personalization, because for one, I just think as we get older, like, we just don't honor people enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love people and I love names. So I'm a shout out forever. Even when I'm doing millions in a year, y'all gonna get these shout outs. You gonna know that so-and-so in Virginia done bought this today. Shout outs to him or her. Like, I'm gonna do that all the time. Listen, I remember when I was writing. So like, now I have notes where I just insert it and I don't have to write it out. But y'all, I was folding notes. Remember in high school when we would fold notes? I literally was folding notes, putting them in, and my customers loved it. But it's an experience for me. So again, it could be a lot, because you're literally coming up with everything. But I'm like, you know what, God, you built me for this. And one day I am not gonna be doing it by myself.
Sure.
I'm not. It's what it is right now. So but yeah, so while it's some days you do want to throw in the towel, I just be like, Lord, but this is what I pray for. I pray for these problems.
Right.
I pray. So I'm a always love this moment and appreciate the journey. But I love it. Like I never thought I was gonna have a business. It was not something that I aspired to. It just started to happen. And I'm here. And now I desire it full time. I'm like, oh, I want this. Because really, and it's about what I want to give to my customers. Y'all, when I think of the things that I want to give you, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so dope. So it's not like about like, oh, I want to make this much money. Like, yeah, we want to profit and we want to do all those things, but it's about the experience. It's about me connecting with my customers. It's about me pushing that. Like, that's what it is for me. And I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's what we're going to keep on going grinding for.
Keep it on. I found it, y'all. I found it.
Oh, bet.
So it goes, it's from Reminder, Starboy, the song Reminder. I'm not gonna sing it, I'm gonna just read it, but it says, I just won a new award for a kid show, talking about her face numbing off a bag of blow. I'm like, God damn, bitch, I am not a teen choice. So it was a Teen Choice Award he won for a song that he was talking about her face numbing off a bag of blow. If y'all remember the song, I Can't Feel My Face, he won a Teen Choice Award for that song. Right. That's crazy. I can't remember why we were talking about that, but I ended up.
Yeah, but I'm glad though, because it wasn't gonna settle in your spirit.
It wasn't.
You got it.
I had to get that one.
But you know what's crazy though? But a lot of people, when they would listen to The Weeknd early on, they weren't really paying attention to what he was saying.
Exactly. No, they just vibing to it. It's just
I don't understand why. I'm like,
that's why I had to kind of stop. I had to kind of lean back because I was like, I'll be listening to lyrics. I be in it. I'm giving me the headphones. I'm all in it. I was like, oh, this ain't feeling right in my spirit. So I had to step back. So I didn't even listen to that album at all. Like I don't even.
Starboy, or are you talking about the I Can't Feel My Face?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if she didn't get past Can't Feel My Face, she definitely ain't heard Starboy.
I didn't.
I mean, the song
after that playlist, like, you know, the early 2000s when he first came out, I did. I was like, oh, this does not feel good to me. Like, I still rock with it. And I heard some of the songs. Like, of course, I did listen to what's the one? The not Grey's Anatomy, but what was the movie about?
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, like I did that song. What was it called? What's the name of that song?
He had like 3 or 4 songs off that joint.
Yeah, a couple on that movie. I'm gonna look it up because I was just looking at it.
But it's the one where they think the video had like ballet dancers. But either way, that song I did rock with. That's a good song. Cause he say, what's it? You like you something, and it's magic or something. But I don't pay them no mind. Oh, now it's coming back.
See, me look it up.
What's coming back?
I think it was on The Hills.
The Hills was.
I can't think.
Acquainted? Was it Acquainted?
No, it's like I don't care for you.
Or Earned It?
Earned It.
Yeah, that's Earned It. Yeah.
Yep. Now that song fire. I do like that song. Yeah, I do like that.
He earned it, all right. She based off that movie. He earned it.
Listen.
Yeah. Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So they know who to pick off that joint, though.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, I'm gonna give you like a two-parter. Give you a two-parter question. One is, what can the people expect? You know, what's next for you? And also give them one final thought. You know, just leave one final thought for our listeners.
So I think what people can expect, my short-term goal, you know, because again, I talk about making sure my people are straight, is really just getting everything back in stock. Like everything that is out of stock, that my OG people, who my day ones know that I had, that new eyes are on. I want to just make sure everything is back in stock, from my shirts to hoodies. Like that's my short-term goal, because there's some dope stuff there that people want. And so I want to give that to people. So that's my immediate goal. That's what I'm working on, to get all of that back in stock for my people. from their hats to socks to everything. And I guess the final thing that I would leave folks with is, you know, give yourself credit. Give yourself credit. Don't compare yourself because there's only one you. And do that thing that satisfies your soul because you're supposed to. My final words.
Man, look at that.
That's hard. Yeah.
You need a pad, Nick. You just write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Get the right.
Run it back. Run it back.
But I'm serious though, because those are the things that I say that I just out of experience, and I say that like I'm talking to myself for real, because it took me a while to get here, to get to a level of confidence and being okay with being me. Like it's hard to be yourself in a world of followers, you know. And so I'm really just started tapping into my dopeness, like for real. Be like, Ashton, like, you know, you the shit for real. Like, what? Operate in that. Because oftentimes you do. Trust me, compare myself, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So again, I had to shift my perspective. Again, me, God, and whoever that one person is, I'm doing it. So
that's what's up right there. That's what's up.
And I haven't ordered anything yet, but I will.
I know TJ, because I ain't wrote your name on no bag yet. I know.
I will be soon. And
that's why I personalize. I be knowing the names.
I will be soon. I promise. I will be soon.
All right. Well, thank you, TJ.
I do, because you know when I got mine, I quickly
Yeah, you know, I was a little like I was a little. I'm gonna have some gear soon, and it'll definitely be.
And I can't wait. Okay, well, I definitely cannot wait. We got them in stock, so run it. But no, thank y'all so much for having me. I had a great time with y'all. So much fun. I'm looking at the time like, damn, we've been on for.
Man, that's what I just looked at too.
But I can still keep talking with y'all. So like, no, this has been great. Appreciate y'all. So much fun. Thank y'all for having me.
We'll have to have a follow-up one day.
No, hey, whenever you decide to come down to the A, do a pop-up stop, let us know.
Okay. It's a bad thing. And listen, I don't be forgetting because I got a couple people in A I need to visit. For real. Too.
I mean, think about it. A lot of stuff happens down here.
Yeah. Listen, we all gonna connect and link. We friends now, so we good.
Good.
We in there.
Like swimwear.
And they're like swimwear. Bars.
Turn my headphones up.
Movie lyrics and music lyrics, quotes. I got them for days.
Oh man, listen, we can talk then. We'll have to talk. Just look, shoot some ideas my way, because I'd be like, oh, that's a good one. Because look, now I'm writing down songs for the part 2 of the ad libs and Apex. So
right.
I'm like, I got a couple songs I need to hit the people with.
Okay, real quick, because I got something coming out later on in a couple months. Real quick. All right, so Blackstreet. Mm-hmm. Remember the group?
Yeah.
All right. Which album was better? The first one or the second one? Because you know the first one had Dave Hollister, and the second one did.
I have to go with the first one. Mm-hmm. Because you got, of course, you got No Diggity, but even the songs that weren't singles, like
No Diggity was on the second one.
Was that the second one?
Yeah, No Diggity's on the second one.
Hold on, wait. Now I gotta look. Like, let me hold on. Because now I'm hearing Blackstreet. Now I'm hearing the intro. Let's see. Blackstreet, hold on. But Blackstreet got some cuts too, though.
I don't know the albums, so I gotta sit this question out.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Before I let you go.
Yes, before I let you go, I was like, ooh. Because you got okay. I'm gonna have to go with
you sound like you might need to listen to both of them, then come back.
No. I'm gonna still go with for nostalgia's sake, I'm gonna go with Another Level, the second one, because that's the one that resonates the most. Mm-hmm. That's the one I remember the most too. Like, yeah, Before I Let You Go. But Another Level, When I look at the songs, you got No Diggity. Well, you got This Is How We Roll, No Diggity, but Fix is one of my favorites. Like number
Mhm.
4, Fix. I don't know
If
if that,
you
but that
need a fix.
come on, come on. That song right there, come on. That's one of my jams. And then you got I Want to Be Your Man. Come on now. Like for me, gotta
Mhm.
go. Gotta go with the second one. What about y'all?
Uh, I don't want to say right now because what I got coming up, then it might just who watched this might go like. So I'll leave it for when I do put it out. But I just wanted to throw that out there to see what y'all was feeling on. Because I mean, a lot of people. Asked a couple people, and it's like they don't remember the first one.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I was like, go back and listen. I mean, like, because it's two. It's both of them has one thing in common. They both have Teddy Riley. I'm a big
Mhm.
Teddy Riley fan, and so if you know what you're getting out of Teddy Riley, so I was like, go back and listen to that first one, and it's totally different because of Dave Hollister.
Mhm.
I'm not leading to either way, but I'm just like, both of them are different. Both of them are humming. They humming, they singing. Other than just like, just listen to both of them, and then just be like, hmm.
Dang, I really want to know, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna just tune in. I'm gonna just tune in
Yeah,
to
just and
the.
then on your spare time, just go back and just go back and listen
Yeah.
to that first one. And just be like, okay, okay.
I still think I'm okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it on the strength, but I still feel like I'm gonna come out and be like another level. Was it?
Uh-huh.
I gotta listen
Tony,
to both too.
you want to listen to another level?
No, I gotta listen to both. I know the singles for them, but I don't know the albums.
Okay, yeah, just run it back. Just run it back real quick.
The
Well,
Black
Miss
State
Aston,
had.
we just love to have you on the show. We appreciate you just coming out hanging with us for like what this hour and a half, I believe you've been on here.
A little over an hour and a half.
Over
Yeah.
an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Hey,
we
but it
gonna,
felt like 5 minutes. It's been
it,
great.
it don't even seem like it's an hour and a half.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Right.
And we talking music.
Man, I'm telling you.
So I mean, if you don't mind, just give everybody, all the listeners where they can find you, where they can, get some of your merchandise. Where can they hit you up?
Yes, y'all can hit me up like personally on Instagram at Vintage 88 Gear. That's Vintage 88, the number 88 GEAR. Hit me up on Instagram. You can go to my website at vintage88gear.com. You can also find me on Facebook, TikTok occasionally, but Instagram is where I usually reside. So check me out there, y'all.
So yeah, everybody, just go hit her up, go get a hoodie, t-shirt, socks, hat. You know what I'm saying? Just bless. Look at that merchandise right there. Look at that hood.
She got
Look
the
at that
sold
hood.
out one on.
Yes, this one we still got this one. We still got this one. It's the gold. It's the Chanel gold one, but those is coming back.
Hold on.
Yeah. This
Hold on.
one,
Because
the
I feel like I'm
embroidered
looking
joint.
at it. I feel
Yeah,
like
the
I was.
embroidered joint.
But yeah, y'all go support her. Go support black businesses, and you gonna feel good. And what Dion say, TJ?
Hmm? Oh man,
Feel good.
if you look good, you feel good. You look no. If you look good, you feel good. You feel good. You play good. You
There you
play
go.
good. They pay good.
There you go. There you go.
Ooh,
Dion,
okay, then.
you know what I'm saying? That prime time right there.
All
Hey,
right,
man, put me on the
now.
spot. Still come through with the quotes. I got you.
Hey, said it.
There you go. But ladies and gentlemen, you can find us and follow us. We on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, we on TikTok, Twitter. What else we on? Podbean.
I mean, that's my favorite.
Right? We on all platforms. You can come follow us, subscribe, share with
Like and
everybody.
share. Like and share.
Right.
Like and share.
Please comment. Do not text us. Comment.
Yes.
Not text us. Just
Yes.
comment on any platform. Because I love texting us and just not put it out there. It's like, just put it out there.
Yeah.
That's for the world to see. But it's your boy P4.
It's the kid, TJ.
And like always, we're gone.
And like that, we gone.
Peace.